Now, it's been over 3 months since the death of Mahsa Amini in the custody of Iran's morality police. The protesters at this point of time are simply unfazed with the crackdown that they are facing and also some of the death sentences that have been handed out. The protesters in Iran are continuing to challenge their government and are fighting for their rights. Now, the Islamic Republic is also holding its ground, and in the latest incident, Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, has praised the besieged force. He said that the officers had in fact sacrificed their lives to protect others from the protesters that he referred to as the rioters. The besieged force is affiliated with the country's elite Revolutionary Guards and has been at the forefront of the state crackdown on the protesters. The reports say that at least about 57 members of the security forces have been killed so far in the protests.
دیدید تو این قضایای اخیر بسیجی‌های مظلوم خودشون مظلوم واقع شدن برای اینکه نگذارن ملت مظلوم یک مشت اغتشاشگر غافل یا جاهل یا مزدور بشه. خودشون مظلوم واقع میشن برای اینکه جلوی ظلم دیگران رو بگیرن.
The security forces which Khamenei wholeheartedly supports were seen advancing on protesters, kicking down the barricades and also shooting in the Kurdish region just a few days ago. The large crowds gathered in Zahedan after the Iranian security forces opened fire on the protesters after Friday prayers in the Sistan-Balochistan province. The dozens of people are said to have been dead or wounded in this incident. And also the Iranian protesters marched and chanted slogans in western Iran as they attended a funeral procession for a 16-year-old who was killed during the protests. The protesters are, of course, getting wholehearted support from members of the Iranian diaspora from around the world. And the Iranian government has blamed the West, and it has said that this is actually a conspiracy that has been hatched by the West, and has deemed these protests that are unfolding in Iran as those that have been orchestrated by the enemy nations of Iran. Now, what is interesting is that Iran's FIFA team also has stood in solidarity with the protesters. They staged a silent protest at the FIFA World Cup opener and, believe it or not, they chose not to sing the Iranian national anthem. However, after much criticism and threats of punishment from the government officials back home, they sang their national anthem during a match with Wales. The players appear to half-heartedly sing the anthem, and this, of course, happened after they were pulled up by the government officials back home. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.